Hello there, Romans here and welcome to another music review. I review every album from a viewpoint of a musician, as I am a singer, songwriter and a bass player for my own group Jakobe, and last year we have released our debut album called Pursuits in Life. And what makes the album unique is that it's a pretty heavy prog rock without guitars. Instead you have drums, bass, saxophone and keyboards. You can check out two of the singles on my YouTube channel. We're building our own monument and a studio live take of A Way to Oppose. And in the description of both videos you will find all the information about where is the record available. It's available on all digital platforms like Spotify, Tidal, Deezer, iTunes, Amazon, but also in this digipack version of a CD with a very beautifully illustrated 20 pages long booklet. So in case you want one, just write me an email or contact me via Facebook or Instagram. And today I'm going to talk about the new album from Walter Schnitzelsson called Sugar Kids Won't Stop Screaming.
Music review. Music review.
Walter Schnitzelsson, if I pronounced it right, is the first Slovak band I'm reviewing here, and today I'm gonna talk about their second album. Their first album, Fever, came out in 2013, and it was 2 years later that I've discovered the band, and I really liked their debut album. It became the soundtrack of my summer of 2015, which was kind of a weird summer, but I remember I went jogging quite a lot and I was listening to that record, and especially the song This Night's Fever is just fantastic, and I really love the music video where they asked their fans to record some footage of themselves and then they put it all together, and it's just such a great music video. There's so much energy, so much life going from it. I really like watching it even after so many years. Last Friday they released their second album after 6 years, so that's kind of a long time, and I decided to go into this album to really listen to it. I've heard it 9 times as of now, and just yesterday I got my copy of it, and without further ado, let's dive right into the record. This band and this album in particular have been described as a combination of rock and roll, indie rock, a little bit of blues, and it's all filled with a lot of summer vibes and summer melodies. And I think that this is a very, very accurate description. Just listen to the first song, Short Story. Also a little heavier, Sugar, Our Kids Gonna Kill Us, has really some great sound effects, which I don't know how they did, but that's probably something they won't be able to do live, but it sounds great.
It's gonna kill us, kill us, kill us. Sugar overdose. Why? It's gonna kill us, kill us, kill us. Nicotine exposed.
Really, I like these two tracks, they are great, and I love the whole record for the atmosphere it creates. Now, it may be just me, but when I'm listening to this album I always imagine summer, leaving estate housing, going to the swimming pool, you know, kind of like Slovak summer in a way, but there isn't really any other music that would give me these images, like this really hot summer. You're just walking through the city, you know, going swimming, whatever. I really love it, and this is what I felt with their first album, and it's interesting to see that 6 years later not that much has changed, because this is really what I liked about their debut album. Another tracks that kind of follow in the same fashion are Lifetime Goals, which is a bit in the style of Biffy Clyro. It has a really great groove, and I think this song will be really excellent live.
Got no numbers, no
then Everything Is Alright. On Deadly Ground is another summer vibe song with nice guitar effects, and the last track, Perfumed Penury, if I pronounce it right. This is probably the most rock song and the heaviest one, and it's interesting that this song is around 3.5 minutes long, but the last minute of it is pretty much just some ambient noise, which is kind of a interesting and unorthodox way how to close the album. There are also a few tracks that are a bit different. For example, the third track, Higher. It still maintains that same atmosphere, but it's like a bit on the darker side of it. I think it has a more of a hippie vibe, and the ending is slightly more artistic. I think it has a beautiful, beautiful atmosphere.
Man, cool down now. Let me crawl through your veins.
Then Somniloquist and the Sleeping Orchestra. So Somniloquist is someone who talks from sleep. It has almost like a folk beginning, especially because of the accordion that you hear, and essentially it transforms into a bit darker rock tune that very slightly reminds me of the song 2 from Blur.
Right, bed keeps me company, still in 4:30. Can't cheat this, nature is a whore. It's wasted, staring at the ceiling. Food is tasteless. I'm talking in my...
Then It's Always Sunny in My Hometown is a very chilling acoustic based song. Again, I absolutely love the images that I see in my head when I'm listening to this song.
I made my way out of this hell, 'cause the fairies don't care about the big waves coming and DSM. It's always sunny in my hometown. These shorts makes me feel fine. Never mind, I'm in lowlands, setting my eyes through this pain.
And it has a bit of a psychedelic ending. Then Cabal starts acoustically and eventually transforms into more of a summer vibed indie rock song. It's a great song, a bit like Foals maybe, and I especially like the melody of the first verse, and I just kind of wish that the other parts had maintained the same melody, but it's a great song. Also the production is really great. I love the guitar sounds. I would probably encourage this band to experiment a little more sonically, especially like bass player. I mean, there are so many things you could do sonically, but I'm saying that mainly because I use so many effects in my own music, but I would kind of like to see them experiment more sonically. Like for example, in Perfumed Penury, there's this part where you hear just guitar with fuzz. And it sounds so great, and I think more moments like that would sort of enhance the record. Also, what's up with that cover? I mean, this is one of the best album covers I've ever seen. It just screams 60s or 70s. And in the booklet they have a note that this was inspired by the Beatles fans at the Shea Stadium in 1965, which is kind of cool, I guess. So I really love this record. If you found the audio samples interesting, go grab the record. If you're from Slovakia, support them. If you're not, just find them on Spotify and listen to them. Really great band. I hope I will see them live in foreseeable future, and I hope that their third album will come in less than 6 years, hopefully in like 2 or 3. But if that's how long they need to make another great record like that, then it's fine with me. So what do you think? Do you know this band? Is this the first time you've heard about them? You can let me know in the comment section below. You can follow me on Facebook or on Instagram. You can find the links to both in the description of this video below. If you like this review, don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe. You can check out my own original music, my live performances, my worst to best series, and of course quite a lot of other reviews on my channel. So thanks a lot for watching.